First hit allowed by Sita. So runner at second, nobody out. Adelin Cubaletti at the plate. 0 for 2 so far. All right, welcome back. We'll catch you up on what happened in just a moment. Enrico Sita delivering 3 balls, no strikes to Ryan Reifenberg, and he gets it in there for a strike. In case you missed anything, Gabe Mangual doubled down the right field line. The ball went through the gate, so a ground rule double would have had at least 3 bases, possibly 4. And then a hit by pitch to Adelin Cubaletti. So first and second, nobody out. 3 balls and a strike to Reifenberg. And ball 4 loads up the bases. That's walk number 4 allowed by Enrico Sita. Timeout. Ryan Ongst heads out to the mound. We appreciate you staying with us here on TBC Eagles. And that looks like that might be it for Sita. Coach Copeland walking on out to the mound. And we're going to pause right here, and we'll be back in just a minute. Scotty Rye makes his 6th appearance, and he's inheriting bases loaded with nobody out. All appearances in relief. 3 2/3 total innings. He's allowed 5 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. Rye has walked 3 and struck out 5. Taking over for Enrico Sita, who has 1+ innings. So far, just 1 run unearned, but he's responsible for all 3 men on base. The inning started with the double down the line from Gabe Mangual, a hit batsman, that was Adelin Cubaletti, and then a walk to Ryan Reifenberg. That's a situation as Fort Lauderdale is threatening to knock this one wide open. They led 5-1. Trinity Baptist came back, got 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. That's where we stand right now. Yanquiel Gonzalez steps in, reached on an error last time up, walked in the first, so 0 for 1. Van Sickle and Wharton, the corner infielders, in to try to get the force at home. Middle infielders playing back for 2. And Gonzalez swings and fouls off the first pitch. So no balls and a strike. Rye, the freshman from Oakleaf High School in Orange Park. And he misses outside for ball 1. Gonzalez flinched but held up in time. One ball, one strike. And Rye delivers, and a breaking ball is outside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. And that one is inside, and that's ball 3. The bases are loaded, so Rye has to throw some strikes. Count is 3-1, and the lefty delivers. Ball 4 brings home a run. Credit Gonzalez with a run batted in. Mangual scores. Kubaletti to third. Reifenberg to second. That run is charged to Sita. And it brings up first baseman Josh Tibbs. Still nobody out with a Fort Lauderdale Eagle at every base. And misses outside. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And Rye delivers a 1-0 and misses high for ball 2. (6-3) Fort Lauderdale. Top of the 4th. First of 2 7-inning ball games. Swing and a miss. Tibbs trying to do some damage with that one. Up in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Went right through it. It's 2-1. Count of 2-1, and the pitch is low. That's ball 3, and again, nowhere to put the batter. Three balls and a strike. High fly ball, right field, slicing away from Alvarez. That is a foul ball, says the home plate umpire. Very close. I had to wait for the ump to make the call, and he says it dropped just to the right of the line. He has the best look at it right down that right field line. So everybody back to his base. Tibbs picks up his bat, steps back into the box with a count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 run is in. Fort Lauderdale leads 6-3. And Rye delivers a payoff pitch, and ball 4 will bring home another run. RBI for Josh Tibbs. 7-3. That run also charged to Sita. Kubaletti scores. Reifenberg to third. Gonzalez to second. And Tibbs at first for Eli Wilhelm. Still nobody out. And first pitch swinging from Wilhelm, and he fouls it out of play. No balls and a strike. Rye ready and a pitch, and he misses upstairs. Count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. Wilhelm really helped him out, chasing one up and out of the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rye will wind up with the bases loaded. Check swing. Wharton will step on the bag. A run will score, but they get the force out at third. That'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI for Eli Wilhelm. 5U on the putout, stopping Gonzalez. 1 away. Tibbs does advance to second, and Reifenberg scores. Third run of the inning. Wharton did the right thing, getting that sure out. Did not have a chance at a double play. Daniel Novelli at the plate. Had a bases loaded walk his last time up. Swings and fouls off the first pitch. Novelli has walked both times. The first time he ended up scoring in the second inning. 1 out with runners at first and second, and Rye delivers and misses outside. Nope, he got the call. My mistake. That's strike 2. Actually, it was Jake Case, the courtesy runner, ended up scoring that run. And that pitch inside. Ball and 2 strikes. Chris Martin waiting on deck. One ball, 2 strikes. Check of the runners. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field. Tibbs had to make sure the ball wasn't caught. Coffrin came close, and now they're a man caught between second and third. A throw back, they get him, and the throw to the plate will be late, and a run will score. Eagles, though, do get an out. Credit Novelli with a base hit. No run batted in. Tibbs scores on the throw back to the shortstop. 8-4-5-4 on the putout. There are 2 outs, and Chris Martin is at the plate. A 4-run 4th inning, and Fort Lauderdale still batting. That run is charged to Scotty Rye, so the book is closed on Enrico Cita. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rye delivers, and a foul ball tapped toward the Fort Lauderdale dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners going. The pitch is high. The throw down is in time, but dropped by Coffrin. And a stolen base for the courtesy runner. Running for the catcher. That is Novelli. A stolen base and an error charge to the second baseman, Sammy Coffrin. So Martin looking for a pitch he can drive a run in with, and he took a big rip and fouled it straight back. Ball and 2 strikes, and a pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt. That ends the inning. Fort Lauderdale, though, scores 4 runs on a couple of hits and leaves 1. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with Fort Lauderdale leading 9-3. pitch, and he fouls off the first pitch. Matt Pearson, 3 innings pitched, 3 runs, just one of them earned. He's allowed 4 hits. He hasn't walked anyone, and he has struck out 2. And Pearson delivers to Goki. That is strike 2. Matt Pearson, the windup. And Goki swings and fouls this one off. Now Fort Lauderdale, 2 crooked numbers on the board. 3 in the second, 4 in the fourth. And Pearson delivers and got him swinging. Third strikeout for Matt Pearson. 1 out, bases empty. And Will Van Sickle steps up to the plate. And that ball is down low. That is ball 1. And Van Sickle takes this one outside for ball 2. And another one misses. That's ball 3. Van Sickle reached on an error his last time up. Ahead in the count, 3-0. And takes ball 4, and Van Sickle is aboard. Just the first walk issued by Matt Pearson. He has a 6-run lead, and he'll work on Brandon Huang, who's 0 for 1. Good to see most of our viewers have come back after the outage. 9-3 Fort Lauderdale in the fourth, and Huang takes the first pitch on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. Van Sickle a modest lead off first. That ball's in the dirt, but down 6. TBC's not going to take too many chances. Top of the order due up for Fort Lauderdale in the 5th. That'll be Javier Vargas, Mangwal, and Kubaletti. A ball and a strike to Brandon Huang. There's a chopper, hard but foul, down the third base side. Count is 1-2. Brandon Huang trying to at least advance the runner. There is 1 out. Coffin on deck, followed by Ongst and Wharton. One ball, 2 strikes. And Huang pulls another one foul, and this one is out of play. One and 2 the count. Runner at first. And the pitch on the way. A check swing, and he went around. Says the home plate umpire didn't need to check. And that's out number 2. Strikeout number 4 for Matt Pearson. Brings up Sammy Coffin, who is 0 for 2. Two outs with Will Van Sickle at first. He drew a walk. Sandwiched in between a couple of strikeouts, and the first pitch to Coffin. It's a fastball low for ball 1. Pearson slowing things down a bit with the runner at first. That one in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. And again, down 6 runs. TBC, unless they're absolutely certain, not going to try to take an extra base unnecessarily. Wind is now blowing more in from right center field. Ball 3 is upstairs. Three balls, no strikes. Coffin at the plate. And he's taking all the way, and that one's in there for strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Foul ball will fill up the count, and now Will Van Sickle will get a head start. Payoff pitch on the way. There goes the runner. And another foul. And Van Sickle will head back to first. Count remains full. Van Sickle again will take off on the pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. And there goes the runner. And ball 4 is inside, so a pair of walks have given Trinity Baptist 2 men on, but there are 2 out. Second walk of the inning and the game for Matt Pearson. Ryan Ongst at the plate. 1 for 2, called out on strikes. Last time up, singled very sharply to left in the first. Chance for Ongst to drive in a run, and the pitch on the way, and he takes this one outside. Ongst has driven in 11. Ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes, and a breaking ball dips a little bit low. Now Ongst ahead 2-0, looking for one he can put into the outfield and get this run home. Ball 3 is low. There's some stirring going on in the Fort Lauderdale bullpen. Nobody actually throwing at the moment. Pearson has to finish this inning to qualify for the win. And he gets strike 1 at the knees. Three balls and a strike. Pearson not worried about the runners. One quick check, and now the pitch. And he gets the inner half for strike 2. Not where Ongst wanted it, so he let it go, knowing he has another one. And now both runners will get a head start with the count full and 2 outs. Coffin not being held at first. Van Sickle not being held at second either. Runners on the move, the 3-2. High drive, well hit towards center field, but that's going to go into the glove of Wilbert Javier Vargas, and that ball almost took off on him, but he reached up high and made the catch. Ongst hit the ball well, but the TBC Eagles get 2 on and do not score. After 4, it is 9-3 Fort Lauderdale. We're in the top of the fifth. Fort Lauderdale 9, Trinity Baptist 3. Scotty Rye comes out for his second inning of work. 1 run charged to him in that 4-run fourth. He's allowed just 1 hit. He walked 2 and struck out 1. He will face the top of the order, Wilbert Javier Vargas, Gabe Mangwal, and Aderlin Cubiletti, barring any changes. Vargas has driven in 2, led off the game with a home run on the first pitch, and he takes this one upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and a breaking ball stays up a little too long. Game 2 to follow about half an hour after the conclusion of this one. As always, we'll stop the feed and start up a second one. And this one is fouled out of play. No word yet on Toccoa Falls at Carolina University. That was supposed to start at 12, but so far no update. 2 balls and a strike and a breaking ball. That's down in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Milligan at Bob Jones just now getting underway according to the schedule we have. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4 is outside. Leadoff man is aboard. And the first batter of the inning has reached all 5 times for Fort Lauderdale. Walk number 3 allowed by Rye, and it brings up Gabe Mangwal, who doubled and scored in the 4th. Both his hits today are 2-baggers. He is 2 for 3. Also lined out pretty sharply to Van Sickle at first in the first inning. Rye delivers. The bunt attempt is popped up, but a chance to beat it out. Rye will not have a play, and that's a base hit. So 2 on, nobody out. The bunt single for Gabe Mangwal. Brings up Aderlin Cubiletti. Hit by a pitch and scored in the 4th. 0 for 2 officially. Corner infielders playing in case of another bunt. Van Sickle charges. The bunt squared around, but Cubiletti pulled it back in time and took the pitch outside. There are some relievers in the Fort Lauderdale standing up in the bullpen, but nobody throwing. So we'll see if Matt Pearson comes out for the 5th inning. Bunt shown again, and this time Cubiletti goes right through it for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Time called. Infielders relaying signals to each other from the dugout. Van Sickle in tight at first. Wharton even with the bag at third. This time Cubiletti did not indicate bunt, and he took ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Runner close at second, and a pitch. Ball 3, runner takes off, and he will get in there ahead of the throw. That'll be a stolen base for Wilbert Javier Vargas. I believe that's his 14th of the season in 16 attempts. So runners at the corners now with nobody out, and a count of 3 balls and a strike. That is correct. 14 for 16 for Javier Vargas. Throw over to first and a runner back in time. Cubiletti showed bunt earlier in the at-bat, but not the last couple of pitches. Not this time either, and he takes ball 4 high And the bases are loaded. Still nobody out. Ryan Reifenberg coming up. Reifenberg has walked twice and scored both times. Through the first 4 innings, all 6 walks and the hit batsmen have scored. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Rye will wind up. 1 strike pitch, and he gets the outside corner. Reifenberg looked like he was surprised that one was called a strike. So nothing in 2. And the pitch from Rye is up and away. One ball, 2 strikes, and this one is fouled out of play. A walk, a single on a bunt, and a walk. That's the inning summary so far. Ryan Reifenberg trying to cash in the free pass. Javier Vargas getting about a third of the way down to third baseline, not being held close. The 1-2, line drive into left field. 1 run is in, and station to station go the Fort Lauderdale Eagles. An RBI single for Reifenberg, and it is 10-3. Javier Vargas scores. Mangual stops at third. Cubaletti at second. And it brings up Yanquiel Gonzalez, who had a bases loaded walk in the 4th. Still nobody out, and a Fort Lauderdale Eagle at every base. And the first pitch is high. One ball, no strikes. Line drive, base hit into center. That will score 2. That might score 3. Reifenberg rounds third. The throw to the plate will not be made. That is a 3-run double for Yanquiel Gonzalez. And Fort Lauderdale has extended the lead to 13-3. Mangual, Cubaletti, and Reifenberg all come in. And another 4-run inning with still nobody out and a runner at second. And time has been called, and that may be it for Scotty Rye. We'll be back in just a minute here on TBC Eagles. Joseph Labus, a junior from Orange Park, Florida, and the Trinity Christian Academy graduate, on the mound, making his second appearance of the season. Labus will inherit a runner at second with nobody out. 1 inning pitched so far, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. He will face Josh Tibbs, barring a change, and it is Tibbs holding a bat, sizing up the new pitcher. Four runs are in and nobody out. The 3-run double from Yanquiel Gonzalez has made it 13-3. Josh Tibbs steps in. He has walked twice and scored both times. Every walk and hit batsman has come across the plate. And a ground ball to short. Kennedy has only 1 play. To throw to first is in time, so Labus throws 1 pitch and gets an out. So 1 out for the DH, Eli Wilhelm. So Labus will work from the stretch with the runner at third, and this pitch is in the dirt. That's ball 1. Joseph Labus trying to stop this rally Fort Lauderdale has forged in the 5th. His older brother A.J. Labus got some spring training time with the Minnesota Twins right near the end of spring training. Going to start the season in A-ball from what Mr. Labus told me last night. Mr. John Labus, their father. There's a high fly ball. That's going to at least score the run, but Laffrey will not get there. That's on the ground. Gonzalez will trot on in, and that's an RBI double for Eli Wilhelm. So Wilhelm drives in the run, and that run is charged to Scotty Rye. And that'll close the book on Rye. 6 runs allowed, all earned in 1+ innings. Daniel Novelli at the plate takes the first pitch upstairs. So all of us here in Jacksonville and at Trinity Christian and Trinity Baptist hoping to see not just A.J. Labus, but TCA graduate Austin Martin, who's injured right now, hoping to get them into the majors at some point later this season or next year. That's ball 2. Novelli has walked twice and singled. A 2-0, and that one is in there for a strike. 11-run lead for Fort Lauderdale. Labus delivers and misses high for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And strike 2 is right down Broadway. Labus not really worried about that runner at second, just trying to focus on the batter. He does take a look and delivers a 3-2. That's ball 4. That is the 11th walk issued by TBC pitching. Chris Martin at the plate, a 2-run triple and a couple of punch-outs. Now, Pearson has pitched the required 4 innings in a 7-inning game to qualify for the win, and I do now see action in the bullpen for Fort Lauderdale. First pitch is strike 1 to Martin. Labus turns, throws to second, and the runner's back in time. No balls and a strike. And that one is in there for strike two. Swing and a miss. And well, that's strike two. I thought it was three. And a 1-2 on the way, and a high pop-up. Back of the infield, Coffrin makes the catch. Infield fly was in effect, and they're two away. Tenth man of the inning to bat, Wilbert Javier Vargas, started the inning off with a walk and ended up stealing third and then scoring. Two outs with two runners on. Trinity will have 3, 4, and 5 due up in the bottom of the fifth. And the first pitch is outside. That's ball one. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. And this one is high for ball two. Two balls, no strikes. And that one is in there. Last year's South Region runner-up and NCCAA World Series runner-up, Fort Lauderdale. And Labus delivers and misses way high for ball three. Three balls and a strike. And ball four is outside and the bases are loaded. Puts Wilhelm at third. It's a different courtesy runner for the catcher, it appears this time. Laz Salazar wearing number 15. First pitch misses for ball one. This is Gabe Mangwall. Singled earlier this inning and scored a run. In fact, that was a bunt single. And he takes strike one. Ball and a strike. And a line drive into center. And Lafferty will make the catch and end the inning. 5-run frame for Fort Lauderdale. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 14-3. Josh Wharton leads things off for Trinity Baptist in the bottom of the 5th. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he takes this one for a strike, evening up the count at 1-1. This is Matt Pearson, still on the mound, missing low for ball 2. There is a man throwing again in the Fort Lauderdale bullpen. Looks like the same man in the top half of the inning as Wharton lines a single into left. So TBC has a man aboard with nobody out. There are some new players out there on the field. Let's see if we can get those for you. Garrett Lineberger is playing second base. The shortstop is Luke Marquise. And a pitch is down low to E.J. Alvarez. The new third baseman is Jake Case. Now, what we weren't told is if they're in the same batting order as the players they're replacing. So we're going to have to try to sort that out. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. One ball, one strike. E.J. Alvarez with Wharton at first and nobody out, and the throw to first, and runners back in time. A ball and a strike, and this one is downstairs. Two balls and a strike, and the pitcher delivers, and that is strike 2. Count is 2-2, E.J. Alvarez. Pearson delivers, and this one is fouled off to the left side. Count of 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is low for ball 4. Well, we're checking on those changes. I did miss one of the pitches. So E.J. Alvarez draws the walk, putting Wharton at second. It's only the third walk allowed by Matt Pearson. Brings up Parker Lafferty. He is 0 for 2. 14-3, Fort Lauderdale leads. First pitch to Lafferty misses. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. So the count of 1-0, 1-1. Lafferty just fouled one off. And Pearson delivers and gets it in the zone for strike 2. Josh Wharton led off with a base hit. E.J. Alvarez drew a walk. And the 1-2. There's a ground ball towards short. A flip to second for 1. The relay to first, not in time. Tibbs saves a potential error and a run scoring. They do get Alvarez at second base. Fielder's choice. 6-4 on the putout at second, and there's one away. Josh Wharton advances to third. Runners are at the corners for Colby Kennedy. And Pearson delivers and misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Kennedy is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Singleton scored that run in the second, and he takes ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Kennedy a good opportunity to drive in a run. Runners going from first. There's a high fly ball into center. Wharton will tag. The catch will be made. Javier Vargas makes the play. Wharton scores. It's 14-4. Colby Kennedy with an RBI sacrifice fly. There are 2 outs, and it's still a 10-run lead in the 5th inning of a 7-inning ball game. So Darren Goki, the pitcher/DH at the plate, he's 0 for 2. Lafferty at first was going on the pitch. He had touched second base, so he had to retouch it and get back to the bag. Goki swings and misses, and a pitch downstairs. So if the Eagles do not score again, we'll see if they will continue this one. Again, it's a 10-run lead in the 5th inning of a 7-inning game. And the pitch to Goki is inside. A ball and a strike to Goki. Pearson delivers, and there's a chopper towards first. Tibbs will step on the bag. That ends the inning. The Eagles, though, do get 1 run and leave 1. Again, we'll see if that's going to be it or if they're going to continue on, because it's a 10-run lead. We'll be right back in a moment. All right, we were working out a few technical issues, and we are ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is Garrett Lineberger batting now for Fort Lauderdale. He came in defensively in the bottom of the 5th. Joseph Labus came on in relief last inning, now starting the 6th. 2 strikes, Labus winds and delivers, and this pitch is strikes. Labus winds and delivers, and this pitch is fouled off. 14-4, we're in the top of the 6th. So Labus with a count of 2-2 on the hitter, Garrett Lineberg. And that one is low and inside. That is ball 3. Garrett Lineberg is 1 for 10 so far this season. The payoff pitch. He went around too far, and that's out number 1. So 1 out. And we're going to have a new batter instead of Ryan Reifenberger. It'll be Preston Long. First look we've had at Preston Long this series. Reinberg scored 3 runs. And Labus will pitch to Long, and this one is in the dirt. Preston Long is 4 for 7. That ball bounced and hit the batter. 2 for 7 with 4 runs scored. A lot going on. That's the 3rd time he's been hit by a pitch. And now batting for the first time today will be Luke Marquise, who came in defensively 1/2 inning ago. First pitch misses for ball 1. A runner at first, 1 man out. And we're going to have another pinch hitter on deck. Labus delivers and foul ball. Marquise takes that one a little bit too high. Tad Stokowski is in the on-deck circle for Fort Lauderdale. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And this one is up and away. So 2 balls and a strike. And Labus gets a breaking ball in the zone. Counts 2-2. Runner at first. Preston Long hit by a pitch. Has a nice lead with the lefty on the mound. And a throw over to first, and the runner's back. Two on the way, and foul ball, and the bat went just as far backwards as the ball did. That's a negative score on the hammer throw. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, here is Ted Stokowski. Hitting .111, 1 for 9 on the season. Runner at first, 2 men. Of course, with the pinch hitters, we'll see where the defensive alignment is when the TBC Eagles come to bat. The box standing up in the bullpen for Fort Lauderdale, not throwing at the moment. No balls, 2 strikes. And another foul. And we'll do it one more time. Called off. Still no balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch, and a fastball. Now the count of 1-2. Runner with it. Yeah, Stokowski had walked back to the dugout. All right, some Tad Stokowski has stayed in the game. He's at first base. Preston Long has also stayed in the game. He's in left field as that one misses outside. So Gabe Mangual has moved from left to right. One ball, 2 strikes to Van Sickle, and he fouls this one off. Matt Pearson, 5 innings, 4 runs, 2 of them earned. 5 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. A ball and 2 strikes to Van Sickle. Swing and a miss. Ball's on the ground. A throw will go to first, and it's in time. So a strikeout and a 2-3 on the putout. 1 out. So Juan Tejera steps in. And a whole lot of changes to keep track of late. Tejera 0 for 5 so far this season. Ready for his first pitch. And TBC has a runner. And we're going to have Brandon Huang come out and re-enter center field. That ball is caught on the dive. Wilbert Javier Vargas makes a terrific play. That's out number 2. And Huang has to scurry on back to first. So 2 outs in the first at bat for Michael Gilliott. And for Gilliott, his first plate appearance of the season. Has a runner at first with 2 outs, and he takes a fastball for a strike. No balls and a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a ground ball into left field and a base hit. And Gilliott 1 for 1 on the season and gets a rousing ovation from his teammates in the dugout. Gilliott the catcher, and Dylan Owens will head on over to run. That catch is going to be made by Long, and that ends the inning. Eagles get 2 hits and leave 2, and after 6, it's 14-4. He's done a nice job since coming in, and we have a new Fort Lauderdale batter. We're going to double check and make sure we have that correct on the roster. And that fastball misses inside. Well, the lineup card has Chase Muir as number 4, but that is not correct. He's also listed as 41. This is Chance Muir at the plate, 65, 9 for 34. Did not get the leadoff man aboard, was the 6th. Muir at first, and the first pitch, fastball to Daniel Novelli, is upstairs. One ball, no strikes, and that's ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch is on the inner half of the plate. So it's 2-1. Labus delivers, and a breaking ball in there for strike. That's strikeout number 4, and 1 out. Jake Case at the plate. First time that Case has taken the plate. Came in defensively. Hitting 171, 6 for 35. And he takes the first pitch at the knees. He nodded his head no as if he thought it was downstairs. 1 out with the runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Labus takes a long look in and delivers a 1-1, and this one pulled hard and foul down to third base side. So a ball and 2 strikes. Count is 1-2 to Labus, pitching to Case. And a ground ball, could be 2. Oh, it's bobbled. Everybody is safe. Kennedy fielded it cleanly but dropped it as he tried to get the flip. That's an error on the shortstop. Muir at second, Case at first, and Wilbert Javier Vargas at the plate. He has walked each of his last 2 times up. Officially 1 for 2 with a home run. That started the ball game. And this one is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Double play ground ball, but unfortunately Kennedy unable to corral it. So 2 on with 1 out. And a looper that's got a chance to drop. Lafferty won't get there in time. And everybody will be safe, and that's a base hit. That'll bring up Gabe Mangwall. His 6th plate appearance of the day. He is 3 for 5 so far with 2 runs scored. And the first pitch, fastball is upstairs. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Labus will wind up. And now the home plate umpire wants to talk to Labus. They changed baseballs. That was ordered by the home plate umpire. I don't know what he said to Labus, but gave the lefty a new baseball. 1 ball, no strikes. And Labus winds and delivering. Labus delivers, swing and a miss. Tommy Joy, the new pitcher for Trinity Baptist. Joseph Labus was doing well, ran into some trouble, and then hurt his elbow on the last pitch he threw. Hopefully nothing serious, and he'll be just fine. Joy comes in with the bases loaded, 1 out, and a count of 2 balls and a strike, facing Gabe Mangual. So mid-at-bat, Thomas Joy making his second appearance. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And his first pitch is in there for a strike. Not much room to work with. Now the count is 2-2. Here's a 2-2. And a fly ball towards right. Alvarez camps under it. He has an arm. Here comes a throw. It is on target, but it is not in time. And another runner will take second on the throw. Very good throw from the outfield from Alvarez, but just a little bit late as Chance Muir scores run number 15 for Fort Lauderdale. RBI sacrifice fly for Gabe Mangual. There are 2 outs. That run is charged to Joseph Labus. Garrett Lineberger at the plate for the second time. 0 for 1, a strikeout. And he swings and misses. So Thomas Joy trying to stop it right there. 15-4, Fort Lauderdale leads. And Joy delivers and gets a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners are at second and third. Case, the runner at third, as this one misses outside for ball 1. Wilbert Javier Vargas, the runner at second. Gilliatt looks at it, but it's out of play. And Joy's first pitch is lifted high into shallow center. Lafferty has to come on fast, and he makes the catch. E.J. Alvarez laces the first pitch into left center field. A base hit. He's trying for 2. The throw is off the mark. Alvarez has himself a leadoff double, his second double, not going down quietly. Alvarez now 2 for 3 plus a walk, and it brings up Parker Lafferty having some Wi-Fi difficulties. We appreciate everybody staying with us. No balls and a strike, and that is strike 2. Well, the forecast called for no % chance of rain until later this afternoon, but the dark clouds have started to roll in nearby. And Lafferty lines one up the middle, a base hit. Alvarez had the hold up to make sure the ball got through, so he will stop at third. But Trinity Baptist has men at the corners with nobody out. Lafferty's first hit, he was red hot for a while, cooled off a little bit of late, still making solid contact, and this time he comes through with a knock. Colby Kennedy at the plate, brought home a run with a sacrifice fly in the 5th. Swings and misses at the first pitch. No balls and a strike. And strike 2. Brandon Pelletier on the mound. 1+ innings, now 3 hits and a strikeout. Matt Pearson would be the winner, and that would be his 4th win of the season. Line drive. That's going to base hit and bring home Alvarez. Lafferty will round second. He'll motor on into third, and he'll beat the throw. And then Kennedy, the trail, comes in. That'll be a base hit for Kennedy, an RBI, and advancement all the way to third for Lafferty, and Kennedy taking second on the throw. RJ Falco will bat. And he takes the first pitch. Falco batting for Darren Goki. Falco 0 for 2 in last night's ball game. Struck out both times, and he takes one downstairs. Falco 2 for 7 on the season, and an RBI as well, and a chance to drive in a pair right here with a base hit. 15-5. Falco 2 balls and a strike. Falco lines one into right field. That's a base hit. Lafferty will score. Kennedy will stop at third. RBI single for RJ Falco, his 2nd RBI of the season. And again, TBC not going down quietly. They have scored 2. Pelletier had an easy 6th inning, but he has allowed 4 consecutive singles to start the 7th. We're going to pause right here and tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute. Will Van Sickle at the plate. Trinity Baptist 4 consecutive hits and 2 runs to start the 7th inning. And the new pitcher is Hunter Stolov. He's taking over for Brandon Pelletier. Van Sickle chases one downstairs, and the count is even at 1-1. Stolov making his third appearance, all in relief. 3 total innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And this one is low and outside. E.J. Alvarez started it off with a double. Parker Lafferty singled. Colby Kennedy singled. Brought in Alvarez, and Falco got a base hit and brought in Parker Lafferty. Nobody out, and Sickle is low and outside. The count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Van Sickle, and he chased ball 4, and he strikes out swinging. So Hunter Stolov gets the first man he faces. Caden Reeves will pinch hit for Brandon Huang. It's third. Case will throw to first. It's in time. Falco advances to second, and Kennedy holds up at third. So Trinity Baptist down to their final. Sammy Coffrin will step up. Good to see the Eagles swinging the bats as well as they have this inning. It was 15-4, and they've scored 2. Coffrin is 0 for 3 with a walk. Stolov's first pitch is downstairs. Kennedy at third, Falco at second. One ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1, and that one hits Coffrin, and the bases will be loaded with 2 outs. Well, if nothing else, maybe TBC can get a little momentum going into game number 2. Here would score at least 1, very likely 2. With 2 outs, they don't have to see if the ball will be caught, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. That is strike 2. Stolov not overpowering. Eagle at every base, and the pitch is fouled off. Gilliatt has another chance. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Delivers strike 3, and that's the ball game. Final score: University of Fort Lauderdale 15. He went 5 innings. He allowed 4 runs, but only 2 of those earned. 5 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Darren Goki takes the